Hey guys, I'm Elle, and I just wanted to do a little channel intro, a getting to know you sort of thing, and what you can expect from the channel down the line. So it is called Sacred Seed, and that is my reference to the seed of life, a sacred geometry symbol. It's like 7 interlocking circles, and that forms the center of the symbol called the flower of life. That looks like that. I've always been fascinated by sacred geometry. It's definitely something I hope to talk a lot more about on this channel. The flower of life and how it relates to creation and the human body and harmonics, Metatron's cube, the interlocking tetrahedron energy fields that surround the human body. Endlessly fascinating. But for now, the main focus of the channel is going to be tarot. Of course, I'm going to do deck reviews and book reviews because I find those things incredibly helpful. I love hearing what other tarot readers think about their decks and new books and things like that. And I still think that there's a lot of room out there, especially on YouTube, for information. There's still a lot of decks that really haven't been covered that I think need reviews and things like that. I'm also going to keep you guys up to date with what is going on as far as new releases of tarot decks and tarot books and oracle decks, Lenormand decks and all that kind of stuff. I did just post about an hour-long video called Tarot News 2016, and that'll take you guys through like all the tarot decks coming up this year, or that are being worked on, or that just recently came out. So check that out. So I also want to get into talking about the tarot more in-depthly. My fascination and love for the tarot started when I was very young, maybe 15 or 16, but it wasn't so much using the cards for divination at first that drew me to them. It was the more esoteric side of the cards. So I could see in the tarot the path of initiation laid out. I could see that they showed the way to spiritual growth, that they were a pathway to enlightenment. And that's, that's where I fell in love. They're a Western pictorial book of the dead. That's what the tarot is. They're pure magic. Now, of course, I did eventually learn to read the tarot cards for divination, for self-growth, for self-development, for healing, for guidance, for whatever reason you get a tarot reading. But I definitely want to focus a little bit more on the esoteric side of things at first. I didn't come up with this, but there is definitely not a ton of information about looking at the cards from that perspective, I think, on YouTube. And I think understanding the tarot from that perspective can only help you grow in your tarot divination. Also, my reading style, I call it eclectic. I call my spirituality eclectic, eccentric eclectic. I just like the word, maybe. But it really is, I take a little maybe from the Rider-Waite-Smith. I don't follow that tradition, but I take a little bit from there. I'll take a little bit from Pappas. I read Marseille, I think the closest I've ever seen to my understanding of the cards, or my way of interpreting them, is by an author named Christine Payne Towler. When I first discovered her, who wrote, by the way, the Esoteric Tarot and did Tarot of the Holy Light. But when I discovered her writing, I felt like I came home. It felt familiar. It was like, this is what I've been looking for. Yes, thank you. I'm going to marry that woman. Don't tell my wife. But yeah. I don't agree with, everything that she has to say. I don't agree with 100% with any tarot book out there, I think. I think I just take what I want from where I want, and I toss the rest. I'm sure a lot of you do the same thing. Also, on this channel, I want to take you guys on a little journey with me. I am currently in the process of setting up my own tarot reading business. I am working on the website myself, WordPress, and we're about to register the business, the legalities of it. So I'll keep you guys posted. I know that other videos about this and blogs and things that I've seen written in books about setting up a tarot business have been really helpful to me so far. So I will, give back, let you know what it's like along the way. It's strange, I like I said, started studying tarot when I was like 15 years old, and it took a really long time to be able to read confidently for other people, and even longer to think that I could charge people for it. I'm sure you guys have been there. It for whatever reason just wasn't the right time, I suppose. And now it feels right, that feeling when you just have to do something. I feel like I need to do this now. It's like Joseph Campbell says, right? Follow your bliss. So I don't know where this path will take me. I still currently work full-time as a hairdresser. So I am not sure that I would be willing to give that up to read tarot or get fully involved in the tarot business full-time. We'll see. I still have a lot of passion for what I do during the day. It's a lot of fun to me. I used to be a nurse, an oncology nurse for a long time, and though it was, don't get me wrong, very fulfilling work, I just never had the passion for it. So when you find things that you are passionate about, you hold on to them tight, Anyway, a few more subjects that I'm hoping to cover on the channel here, one of which is the runes, which I have actually been studying even longer than the tarot. The Elderfloth Arc. I'm currently working on a video actually about how the runes relate to the chakras, and also a video about the correspondences, or my own personal correspondences between the Elderfloth Arc and the major arcana of the tarot. I have never found someone who I agree with their correspondences. So yeah, I want to get that one up pretty soon. Of course, paganism, Norse paganism especially, and just spiritual stuff, including like astral projection, out-of-body experiences, work that can be done on the astral plane. Also, theosophy. I'm a theosophical pagan, perhaps? Eccentric, eclectic, theosophic, Norse, slightly pagan. Do you guys have a hard time telling people what you are, too? Like, witchy, pagany, whatever. Yeah. But yeah, I want to talk about theosophy a little bit, and how that fits into the pagan mindset and understanding mythology through a theosophic lens. If you don't know much about theosophy, you could look up like Helena Petrovna Blavatsky or Rudolf Steiner, that kind of stuff. Yeah, pretty cool. So I think I'm going to stop my little ramble here for now. Stay tuned. I'm excited about the future.